Right now, somewhere in your home, a dog is asleep. Its paws are twitching. Its nose is moving. It lets out a small sound, something between a whimper and a bark. It is chasing something, or running towards something. Or maybe, just maybe, it is dreaming about you. That question sounds simple, but the more you think about it, the harder it becomes. Do animals dream at all? And if they do, what fills those dreams? Are we in there somewhere? Are we the faces they see when their eyes are closed? Science has been quietly working on this for decades, and what researchers have found is stranger and more moving than most people expect. Let's start with what we know. Animals sleep. Almost all of them do. And sleep, for many animals, is not just rest. It is something more active than that. Scientists discovered long ago that humans dream during a specific stage of sleep, a stage where the eyes dart back and forth under closed eyelids, where the brain lights up almost as brightly as when it is awake. That stage is called REM sleep, rapid eye movement. For a long time, people assumed REM sleep was a human thing, something our complicated minds needed. But then, researchers started looking more closely at other animals. And they found REM sleep almost everywhere they looked. In dogs, in cats, in rats, in birds, even in creatures that seem nothing like us at all. That changed everything. In 2001, a researcher at MIT named Matthew Wilson did something remarkable. He put tiny electrodes in the brains of rats and recorded which brain cells fired as the rats ran through a maze. Then he let the rats sleep, and he kept recording. What he found was startling. During REM sleep, the same brain cells fired in the same order. The rats were replaying the maze. They were running it again inside their minds while their bodies lay still. He could tell exactly where in the maze each rat was dreaming. Not roughly, precisely. That was the first real proof that animals do not just sleep, they dream, and they dream about what happened to them that day. Now think about what that means for your dog. Your dog spends most of its day with you, walking with you, waiting for you, watching you, playing with you. You are not just part of your dog's life, you are the center of it. So when that dog falls asleep and its brain starts replaying the day, what does it replay? Dr. Deirdre Barrett, a dream researcher at Harvard Medical School, has thought about this deeply. She says that dogs almost certainly dream about the things that matter most to them during the day. And for most dogs, that is their owner, their face, their smell, the way they move, the way they reach down to give a scratch behind the ears. She says it plainly. Dogs are likely dreaming of your face. That is not sentiment. That is science. Cats are a different story. Cats dream too. In 1959, a French scientist named Michel Jouvet ran an experiment that sounds almost eerie. He discovered the part of the brain that keeps cats still during sleep, the part that stops them from acting out their dreams. Then, he disabled it. And when those cats entered REM sleep, they got up. Their eyes were closed. Their brains showed they were fully asleep, but they moved. They crouched. They stalked. They pounced. They were hunting something invisible, something only they could see. Cats, even in sleep, return to their oldest instincts. Do they dream about us? Probably, but less than dogs do. A cat with a strong bond to its owner might see that person in its dreams, but the cat is also likely hunting, exploring, doing whatever cats do when no one is watching. Even in sleep, a cat keeps its own company. Birds bring an even stranger story. Zebra finches are small birds that sing complex songs. Researchers recorded the brain patterns that fired when finches sang while awake. Then they watched what happened while the birds slept. The same patterns fired in the same order. The birds were singing in their sleep, not with their voices, but in their minds. They were rehearsing every note. Some sleeping birds have even been recorded actually moving their vocal muscles to match the music playing inside their heads. They are not just dreaming, they are practicing. That is extraordinary. A small bird, eyes closed, quietly perfecting its song in a dream. Now imagine something even further from us. An octopus is sleeping in a tank. It is pale and still. That is its quiet sleep. Then something shifts. Its skin begins to change color. Ripples of orange, brown, and white move across its body. Its arms twitch. Its eyes move behind closed lids. It flickers through patterns the way it does when it is hunting, or hiding, or reacting to something in the water. Researchers watched this and could barely believe it. The octopus was doing something that looked, in every observable way, like dreaming. And those skin patterns matched almost exactly the patterns it used while awake. It was replaying its day, in color, on its own skin. An octopus does not have a brain anything like ours. It has no spine. Its arms think partly on their own. It evolved on a completely different branch of life, and yet here it is, apparently dreaming. That tells us something important. Dreaming may not be a luxury that only complex mammals enjoy. It may be something far older, far more widespread, something life itself discovered long before we arrived. Here is the part that stays with you. Scientists believe dreams serve a purpose. They help the brain sort memories, strengthen what matters, process what was difficult, practice what needs to be learned.
When your dog dreams, it is not wasting time. It is working. It is filing away everything that happened, everything that mattered, everything it wants to remember.
And if you are the most important part of your dog's day, then you are the most important thing its sleeping brain is working to keep. You are being remembered, right now, while it sleeps beside you. We dream about animals too. Studies show that people who live with dogs dream about them far more often than people who do not. The closer the bond, the more often they appear in dreams. That connection runs in both directions, across the waking world and into sleep, into a place neither species can fully explain. We cannot ask an animal what it dreamed. We cannot see inside that sleeping mind, but we can watch. We can notice the twitching paws, the flickering skin, the silent songs rehearsed in the dark. We can look at the brain recordings and follow the paths being walked inside a sleeping mind. And what the science is quietly telling us is this. Animals do not just endure their days. They carry them. They process them. They return to the moments that mattered most. And for animals that live alongside humans, those moments are filled with us. Our voices, our hands, our habits, our smell. The next time you watch your dog sleep and its legs begin to move, it may not be chasing a rabbit. It may be running towards something much closer, something it sees every single day and still cannot get enough of. It may be running toward you,